Like, black people are the universal people and speak every language.
I was just saying, I'm surprised.
Everybody shut the fuck up. We are live.
Smoking backwoods. Marathon OG. What? Hustle.
All right, how many seconds are we in and he hasn't said nothing?
Be quiet.
Exactly.
Be quiet.
This is why I love Nipsey, but I don't like entering to him because he takes like 30 bars just to get started. And then he takes another 2 minutes to actually
Lil Wayne does
finish
the same
his whole
thing with
verse.
his lighter flick. You don't first off.
Turn up my mic. Roll up some flights. Let's all get right. It's that shit you waited for your whole fucking life. It's that shit you waited for your whole fucking life. I got that good. Still in the hood. I kept my word. Yeah, my nigga, I made good.
Let's see, how many seconds was that? That was a full minute.
57 seconds.
A full minute.
You know what wasn't a full minute? Me getting my name called at graduation.
Congrats to you. You graduated. Welcome to student debt. Welcome to $1 trillion student debt. Welcome to...
It's called deferment, nigga. I've been broke longer than...
Welcome to underemployment. I think you're officially underemployed now. So welcome to that.
I have a full-time job.
Yeah, but you're not in your field, so that's considered underemployed.
Aren't we all
on
underemployed?
Skid Row
Yeah.
probably have more money than you do right now.
Yeah, low key.
Well, that's if they trapping, but we ain't gonna blow up.
Nah,
anybody's
man.
spot.
Some people on Skid Row are low key rich. They just like
Yeah.
mentally
So
ill and they choose to live there.
So white people, they're
somewhat.
like they argue with
Somewhat.
their dad, and all they have to do is just go back and be like, "Fine, I'll shave my beard, and I won't go to Croatia and African countries and Micronesia to try to help poor people who are slightly darker than me that I have no connection to."
I think that's an overgeneralization, but
I was talking
there's
about some
definitely
white dude
some
named
of those
Gerald.
people, but there's also other people of other races that have inheritances and exits and just fall off the rocker and want to be homeless. But
How
on
did we
that
get
note,
here?
I don't know, your intro,
Speaking of intros,
and you just pushing start without even giving us the countdown.
But wait, how was everybody's Memorial Day weekend?
It was lit. I got off the grid. We visited my good friend out in Humboldt and went to Six Rivers National Forest as well as...
It's pretty up there.
Yeah, it's lit. It's awesome.
name drop.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy, especially because you were talking about White River rafting before. So that's actually what my friend does. Is he's like an environmentalist, and he kind of like he basically surveys the rivers for fish and salmon, and like is part of kind of like de-damming of a lot of the rivers up there. Conservation, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so we actually got to see just like some random people, you know, rafting, which was actually pretty cool. Like to see them go on the rapids and stuff. Like there's a whole like strategy and like game plan to it, and it's like you gotta like spot each other. It's pretty interesting. It's pretty cool.
Well, that's fantastic.
But yeah, it's nice to just put my phone down for 3 days and not have any service. Like,
no wonder
honestly,
you weren't answering any text messages.
I mean, I do that anyways when I do have service, but
That is true.
I had a reason this time.
You answer your phone like a light-skinned chick picking prom dates. But anyway.
What about you guys?
Man, I graduated college.
That was 2 weeks ago, but okay.
Dog, all I'm going to say is shout out to my homie who hooked it up, had edible, and I was literally floating. Shout out to Schoolboy Q. But anyway, it was it's been a great past
Aren't those
2
fries
weeks.
cold?
Yeah, they're cold.
He really eating Carl's Jr.'s fries.
Ooh.
And like smacking unnecessarily. Like,
Okay, my bad. I'm sorry.
Like nobody
Okay.
smacks. Like,
I'm sorry, guys.
Like, think of the fries.
damn,
some of the
okay.
best fries you've
My
eaten in your
bad.
life.
I
By
just
the
saw
way,
some fries here and I ate them. Like,
First
I
off,
didn't know it was going to
Heinz
cause a
gave you those
controversy.
fries.
I didn't think it was going to be a controversy.
Speaking of controversy,
all right, sir.
this is Touchdowns and Tangents. I'm Kenneth Frank James Berry. To in front of me, but y'all can't see that. But he's in the same room. Pete D. Camarillo.
Please don't ever introduce me that shitty. Do I ever introduce you that bad?
Yes, you have.
No, I don't.
Yes, you have. I mean, you know what's shitty? That disgusting thing you have in your beard right now. It matches your forehead.
Fuck you.
I got him. Got him. But anyway.
And you're not
You
gonna
didn't even
introduce
ask
me?
Cerv. Yeah.
I was literally roasting him, and then I turned to you, sir.
But then I didn't get to tell.
You
about
didn't. She
my
didn't even tell
Right.
about her Memorial
That's
Day
why I'm about
weekend.
to ask you.
This is why you can't be a
Cerv.
mic, bro.
Uh-huh.
Pete,
You
I will
fucked
mute
up
your
the
mic.
intro.
No, I didn't.
You had a
Y'all
song that
talked
was
over
too
the
long.
intro. Nope. It was
You,
fitting.
you didn't intro. You cut off Cerv.
First off, I didn't cut off.
Now
Cerv.
you're mansplaining for Cerv.
You cut me off when I was about to ask.
You gonna
Cerv
tell us how
a
Cerv weekends
question.
was, mansplainer? Is that what you're gonna do?
If you stop talking, we'll find out how Cerv's weekend was. Cerv, tell everybody how your weekend was, please.
Oh, thanks for asking me.
I'm so interested. I'm gonna sit here and be quiet.
Thank you for asking, Kenny.
No problem.
Thank you, P, for standing up for me.
What kind of bullshit is? Okay.
It was pretty cool. Stoned per usual. Memorial Day, actually, I winged it. Went to, I think, Rooftop LA, whatever the fuck that's called, and
Rooftop.
I've been seeing people go there. Is it cool?
I went there. Me and my friend, we were like, "Fuck it, we're gonna just drink this Jack Daniels. We're gonna go. We're gonna enjoy ourselves."
Gave you drink tickets?
Huh?
Did they give you drink tickets?
No, we just went.
Okay.
We just went. We're like, "Fuck it, it's free before 5. We're gonna go. Fuck it."
Oh, you went. Okay.
I saw a homie from Whittier that I went to school with. It was pretty cool. We were smoking, and then there's this lady next to us, and then me and my friend were talking. She jumped in our conversation, and then next thing you know, she was like, "Oh, do you girls want a shot?" We're like, "Fuck it, even if it might be sketch, fuck it." So we go follow her, and then as she buys the shot, she's like, "Yo, come to our section." Next thing you know, it's like her mom and her sister. Kind of awkward.
Being a
but-
girl is so hard.
But
Being a
ended
girl
up
is so
getting
hard.
turned up. She was drunk. I was drunk. We're off Hennessy and Jack for free. So,
Bruh.
Can't beat that.
That sounds spectacular.
Yeah, man. My whole thing is like, I like the idea of rooftop scene in LA, but like
It's
when
LA.
I actually get there, it's like low key boring. Like
But-
It's
people
trash
just be,
and white girls
like
be on
people
cocaine.
people just be staring at each other, taking pictures
Yeah.
of the background.
But
like,
it wasn't like a clubby. It was more like a chill, like vibe.
exactly. Yeah. See, like
But-
that's not.
It's
what
like
I mean.
it was day party-ish because when I went to a rooftop
Yeah,
thing,
it was a day party.
okay, so
Yeah,
that's the
yeah.
thing. I went to like one at night, and one they don't let you go outside on the actual like balcony. Or
I don't know where
rooftop.
you went, but that's kind of the whole point.
I went to
the
one
whole
and I was
point.
like, wait, they gave me free
I
drink
don't
tickets.
know where you're going.
and then I had
Yeah,
to
that's
pay-
why they give you free
Yeah.
drink tickets.
And then I was like, wait a minute.
That was no.
A bunch of white girls just
that
dancing
was not-
together
that was not
on
a-
coke, and I was like,
That was not a rooftop party.
oh, this was a come down party.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
never been to a
no.
rooftop party, but
I've been
just-
to one, but that was like they marketed it as a rooftop party. That's why I was confused. Then I looked out the window. I was like, ain't that a bitch? The rooftop is
I
right
just
there.
like to turn up. I don't care if it's turn up
I
at
feel
a
you.
home. I don't care if
I
it's
feel
turn
you.
up at the park. I don't care if it's turn up at an office or whatever. Even though you shouldn't turn up at your job. I just like to turn up. So
I feel you.
I mean, I'm not saying it's like my scene. Like I'll go.
Same.
It's cool, and
It's
I
your
was
vibe.
surprised
I
that
enjoy
I ran
it.
into somebody. I enjoyed it, but like I'm not there to be like.
You're not there
oh,
all the time. It's
yeah, I'm not
your,
there all
like,
the time. I'm
yeah.
not there to be like, oh, let me go and see if I can get free drinks. Da, 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 da. It was
Yeah.
like literally super random. Like
Y'all gotta go to Rooftop Cinema Club. That's actually really dope.
The weird thing is though, like rooftops are getting even more popular in LA.
Or
Like there's only more of them popping up.
or Vultured, kind of like how Instagram. models.
Nah. Have you seen the skyscrapers that have been going up across LA and Hollywood? There's a lot more.
Seriously,
So
but-
they all have like rooftops.
But seriously, check out Rooftop Cinema Club. That shit is fire. They just pick a movie every month, and you can literally go sit in a rooftop on a nice ass bed with popcorn and all that. It's super classy. It's like perfect for dates or whatever. Like, peep that, and it's really cheap tickets.
All
Better
right.
than a movie theater.
On that note, can I get a round of applause as a reset? But yeah, you know what it is. Live from the Good News radio station. It is your weekly spot for NFL takes and topical tangents, touchdowns and tangents. Shout out to the X Squad affiliates. Shout out to FPC Radio. And shout out to your favorite podcast app where you can find this podcast every week, except for weeks when Kenny doesn't post it, like this past week. Or actually 2 weeks. My bad.
Pete didn't post either.
Anyways,
We couldn't come up with the title.
that's not my job, but okay.
I feel like it is. I feel like it's both our jobs.
Okay, I guess now it is. All right.
We'll talk about that later.
Don't say now it is. Don't do that.
Yeah. Either way,
Don't do that.
either way, can I get the
Flag
our new drop? Because I want to talk about it.
I mean, which one? There's like 4.
The one that for let's talk about it.
There's like 4, bro, and you didn't title it that.
All right, there's not one that says let's talk about it.
Nope. And I don't have my glasses, but I mean, this podcast is like
All right,
a lot of things.
just give me a touchdowns and tangents.
This podcast.
I said this is why you can't be A Mike. I said
Bam,
touchdowns
you
and
said,
tangents.
give me the drop that's exactly this title, and it's not there. So I'll just play this.
That's what I wanted. Thank you. That's what I wanted.
You should have just said touchdowns and tangents.
On that note, hopefully I can get the let's talk about it segment onto the main computer and by next week and teach Kenny how to push play. But on that note,
It's literally not here. I'm going to take a picture of it and put it on Instagram. It's not here.
on that note,
Physically not here.
it's
Like the curvature of
OTA
Pete's
time
hairline.
in the NFL, which means everyone is doing the underwear, t-shirt, Olympics, playing passing league, which Kenny loves so much.
First off, I'll fight you, bro.
And so teams, a lot of rookies, a lot of free agents, a lot of head coaches are making their debuts with their new teams.
Wait, did you say debuts? It's debut.
Whatever.
You don't get multiple debuts.
So, is there anything that sort of jumps out at you about OTAs? Anything you want to speak on? Any news you've seen? Do you care?
A couple.
It's up for discussion.
Okay, never mind. I was going to slander you, but it's just not worth it. By the way, shout out to Jackie. It's good to be back. Shout out to the Ramley. But anyway, one of the a receiver for the Cleveland Browns, whose name I'm not even going to try.
Higgins?
To say. No, not Higgins.
I thought you were talking about that.
That catch that was a touchdown.
Yeah.
No, this dude for the Browns, like he last played football at JUCO, I think like 2016, 2017. Didn't get any offers, so his college career pretty much ended. He ended up homeless and a bunch of other stuff. And because he didn't get to play football anywhere else, he tried his best to play football wherever he could. Ended up running like a 4.38. And how he got to the Browns, even for like just an audition to be on the team, he had a friend ask him like, "Hey, just what's the tryout? Just give me the address and I'll talk to him myself. You ain't got to do nothing." He got the address, showed up, and he looked the part. And when they said, "Who do you know?" he lied and said that he knew like Alonzo Mourning. Not Alonzo Mourning, Alonzo Highsmith. I'm tripping.
Huh.
Wow. Same size head. But anyway. So, he impressed Alonzo Highsmith, pretty much head of player development, all that. He impressed him, and they eventually offered him a contract on like April 5th, I want to say. And ever since then, he's been earning a spot. He looked really impressive in special teams. He's doing his thing. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting. Like when you hear a story like that, a dude managed to just find his way onto like the practice squads, even just get an audition.
Well, I think
yeah.
Well, I think the crazy thing about OTAs is like, most of the news is about people who, don't show up, like Odell Beckham Jr., how his coach
Le'Veon
basically
Bell
called him out saying, he's missing a lot of the new offense that's being installed and stuff like that. And then, as you brought up, Le'Veon Bell being called out by his now teammate and also former teammate, Steve McLendon, for not, coming to the workouts. And
he plays for the Jets, and he's now Le'Veon's teammate for the Jets. And I just want to know why everybody wants to snitch on Le'Veon.
Besides that, I think Keyshawn Johnson said it back in the day. It's voluntary, mandatory. Like, that doesn't really make sense. Like, it's either voluntary or it's mandatory. Therefore, the official title is voluntary. It's voluntary. You don't have to go. So they just try to make it seem mandatory and blackball you and talk shit about you, but it's really voluntary. Which brings me back to my point.